What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are here today, you guys, with another review for The Never Ever Met, you guys, Season 2, Episode 3. This episode is titled Whining and Dining. Now, before I do go ahead and get into it, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel and you guys aren't subscribed yet, then I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date. Stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, you guys, and also by turning on your post notifications. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let us go ahead and discuss, what the hell am I talking about? The Never Ever Met. Y'all have to think about what I was talking about. And I literally forgot that. But yeah, let's get into it. All right, you guys. So also, just a quick little housekeeping. So I was asked to be a special guest on Shade in the City's review that she's gonna do of, what is this shit again? The Never Ever Met. God, y'all keep forgetting what show is I'm talking about. The Never Ever Met. So I think that she and Really B are gonna go live tomorrow, which Sunday. Now, I don't know what time they're going to go live, so I'm just waiting to hear from them what time they're going live, but I have been asked to be a special guest, so I definitely will be a special guest on there. Again, I don't know what time, but once I know more, I'll tell you guys. It's crazy the fact that I keep forgetting what show I'm reviewing. So this episode, you guys, it opened up and we picked up where the last one ended, and that was with Alicia and Irvin, right? Remember, Irvin walked away from Alicia. Alicia following him behind him. I was like, why did you follow him behind him? You just told him you felt unsafe, right? You didn't feel comfortable. So why follow behind him? So they went back to the room. They hugged it out and they had a conversation with each other. They were able to move forward. Honestly, when it comes to Alicia, I don't feel like I don't know what it is. I know Alicia has, her autoimmune disease, right? And I understand that. But I honestly feel like she is not interested or attracted to Irvin. It's something that she ain't saying, and I wish she would go ahead and just say what it is, right? So then we move on, and we have Kiki. So we see Kiki in this episode, and Kiki was drinking. Now, what I will say is, depending on the editing, like, you know what, Kiki, I was going to try to defend you, but girl, you really weren't drinking. And the fact that you ended up sleeping on the couch, it wasn't a good look. It wasn't a good look. Like, it wasn't a good look. It wasn't a good look, but hey, y'all can tell me how y'all feel when it comes to Kiki, because it's going to come up again later in the episode. Now, I will also say that in episode 1, I did think that Brandon was doing the most about the drinking situation. But in this particular episode, I don't think he was doing the most, right? But we can discuss it as we get to it. But let's move on, you guys, to the next scene. So the next we have is Jared and Charlie. Now, when it comes to Jared and Charlie, I really don't care for either one of them, to be quite honest with you. Charlie looks stupid, Jared is stupid, and stupid is and stupid does, right? So Jared is asking Charlie how many rooms does she have in her home. She said 6 bedrooms, right? I was like, so are you thinking about, and he said it. He was, looking to see what kind of job, what colleges are hiring where she lives. I was like, oh, so you talking about how it's a big issue that it's 6 kids between the two of you, but then you want to move in with her. How that make that make sense, sir? Now somebody left it in, did I see it in my comments or was I watching somebody else's video? I think could it be I don't know whose comment, where I saw this at, but somebody, people are wondering if Jared and Charlie actually probably met up with each other and did the bang bang boogie with each other, and at that baby that she just had a month ago, if it could be his. But this episode tells us the opposite, you guys. I don't think that this baby is his. I'm still confused when it comes to Charlie. Like, oh, girl, why are you here? Why are you here, Charlie? I'm like, go home to your baby. I want all these people who got kids to go home to their kids. That is literally the main thing that I want for everybody on this show. Clavassier, Jared, Charlie. And then I want Kiki just to go home. Ain't nothing personal against Kiki. I just want her to go home. Now, we see Brandon. So Brandon is talking about Kiki's drinking, right? Now, when he was talking about her drinking, the cameraman, you 100% wrong for zooming in on Kiki with her phone in her mouth. I was like, oh, that's why you got braces. That's why you wear braces. Because you suck your thumb. Girl, please stop sucking your thumb, because once your braces come off, if you suck your thumb, you know your teeth can always shift back, right? That's why they also say wear your retainer. But with you sucking your thumb, I really do think your like, y'all, how do you suck your thumb? And as a grown ass adult, I could never. Like, what I will say is, as a kid, yes, did I suck my thumb? I sucked my thumb for about a year or two. No, not even a year or two. I sucked my thumb for a few months. And I remember like it was yesterday. Because I remember when my mom took the pacifier away from me. I do remember that. I remember when my mama took my pacifier. So then I just had a bottle that I held in my hand. Now don't judge me, y'all. Don't judge me. But I drank out of my bottle until I was. Oh, y'all gonna judge me. Oh, y'all gonna judge me. Oh, y'all gonna judge me. But I think I was three going on four. I'll be honest. I was three going on four when I drank my bottle. But my family had to break me from that and put me in a cup. Baby, when they took that bottle from me, I had a fucking fit. I remember it. I actually remember my bottle. I remember my bottle. It was a purple bottle. Bitch, the minute they took that motherfucker from me, I cried. Bitch, I cried. Because I was like, I don't want to drink out of no damn glass. I don't want to drink out of no glass. I don't want to drink out of no cup. But I did, right? But then I also did, like, I briefly sucked my thumb. And it wasn't like a everyday habit. It would just be like, every blue moon I would go, But then I soon stopped because I was like, when I was like, ugh, what is that? Like, ugh, it's nothing. You putting your whole thumb in? No. And then when I see adults sucking their thumb, ew. Ew. But, so Brandon, back to the show, because I went off on a tangent. So Brandon is talking about how he wasn't feeling Kiki last night. Now, granted, from what we saw, it did look like she had a lot to drink. So I'm not sitting here upset with Brandon, right? But she doesn't see anything wrong. The problem is with Kiki, she doesn't see anything wrong with her behavior, because it's the next morning they're talking, right? And she says, well, I don't get violent with people. I don't do this. I don't do that. But ma'am, if you have to have a drink, and see, this is the thing about me, like, so it's not that I'm not a drinker per se, because I will have a drink, but I'm not a big drinker. Like, if I go out to a bar, I probably won't drink unless here's the thing. It got to be a special occasion. Like, y'all want the last time I had a drink? Wait, is that the last time I had a drink? I believe it is, because I don't drink alcohol like that. The last time I had a drink was when I went to Atlanta with Scotty. Now, that was the last time I had a drink. No, take that lie back. I had a drink last weekend when I met Scotty them in Houston. That was but before that, the last time I had a drink was when I saw him in Atlanta. And y'all remember, his birthday's in February. We're in April. I ain't had a drink of alcohol from February to April. And from April and I probably won't have a drink anymore until probably Memorial Day weekend. When I go to DC, and I always look at people when I see people who just always drink and stuff, it's like, damn. Now I remember in my 20s, I used to say, I can't go to the club and not have. I can't go to the club and be sober. I remember I used to say that when I was in my early 20s. I remember that. Late teens, early 20s. I remember saying, I can't go to a party and not have a drink. Today, I can go to a party and not have a drink and still have a good time. Neither here nor there. Neither here nor there. Now we see Chris. So Chris is talking to Alexis, right? Chris is apologizing to Alexis for what happened the night before. And I was like, Alexis, don't you want to apologize to him? Because you were very inappropriate with that man. You were grabbing him, groping him. You put your handprints on his ding ding and his ass. Y'all, Alexis is just Alexis is just an absolute no for me. But it is what it is. Now, moving on, you guys. So we get to this week's exercise. Taronda, what is that outfit you got on? Oh my God, that outfit was horrendous. Oh God, so the Kama Sutra is back again, you guys. Y'all remember they did it last season, but last season it was just each individual couple doing a Kama Sutra pose. But this year they upped the ante just a little bit. So it's going to be a competition. So the couples are going to compete against each other to see who gets into the Kama Sutra poses. And I was like, why? And the winning couple gets couples massages. I was just like, okay, the couples massage is cool. But why are we doing the Kama Sutra when these people are just meeting each other for the first time? So it first started out, the couple who was leading in the beginning was Clavassier and Tatiana. But when I tell you guys, it was very cringy for me watching Tatiana and Clavassier because you could clearly tell that Clavassier just wants to have sex with Tatiana because he was ready to get into them positions. Even at one point, they did the position all wrong, and he had his hands on her ass and just rubbing her ass. I was like, why are we doing this? This is weird. This is hella fucking weird. Out of all the couples on this show, the only couple that I can say that I don't have a problem with, y'all wanna know the only couple that I can say I don't have a problem with this season so far, 3 episodes in, Jay and Cinco. Jay and Cinco are the only couple that I don't have a problem with. Did they do it in the shower the first night? Absolutely. Would I have done it in the shower the first night? Absolutely not. The fuck? The shower? Oh God, no. The shower. Have I ever done it in the shower? No, I've never done it in the shower, but I have taken a shower with someone, but I never done it in the shower. Because I'm too clumsy and I'd be afraid to slip and fall. But Jay and Cinco are the only couple that I don't have a problem with because every other couple I can find at least 1 or 2 issues in the coupling. And that's really true. It's really sad too. Because with Brittany and Ty, I don't like Ty. Ty's a red flag. Ty jokes too much and Ty is disrespectful as fuck. Alexis and Chris. Chris, I feel like is a paid actor. Alexis over here don't know boundaries. Tatiana and Clavassier. Clavassier is a motherfucking liar. Alicia and Irvin. Alicia don't like this man, and she just gets on my nerves. And then Brandon and Kiki. I don't know if Kiki's an alcoholic or if Kiki got some shit with her that she needs to talk to a therapist about. But yeah. And then Charlie and fucking Jared. Both of them don't see it for them. But yeah, the only couple that I don't have a real true problem with is literally going to be Jay and Cinco. They are unproblematic. Yes, like I said, did they fuck in the shower the first night? Yes. But other than that, what have they done? Nothing. Moving on. So yeah, then after so Clavassier and Tatiana, they were out. So then the couple who ended up winning the couples massage was Brittany and Jay. I was like, okay, cool. Cool. Now, after that, we see Clavassier. So Clavassier is talking to Jared about his daughter. Tatiana came out and kind of overheard it, but she didn't hear the entire conversation. So she went up to Clavassier to ask Clavassier what was he telling Jared. Clavassier tried to lie to her. I was like, if you gonna lie, make it a believable lie. Because nothing you said made sense, and you think you might love her. Huh? Ma'am. Never mind. These people gotta be paid fucking actors. I'm sorry, these people gotta be paid actors. Cause I can't with this show. I can't with this show. So you guys remember from last week's episode, the couples are gonna be cooking for the house, right? So this week it is Brandon and it's Kiki. Actually, it wasn't even Brandon and Kiki. It was really just Brandon. And other people helped him because his girlfriend, now mind you, she wasn't feeling good, so she went upstairs, right? And who was it that told him that she went upstairs? Oh God, who was it? Was it Tatiana or was it Jay? Whoever, one of them told him that she went upstairs, right? So he went upstairs to check on her. He asked her, was it because of the drinking? She said no, it wasn't the drinking because she ain't drank today. But she said one drink wouldn't have hurt. I said that what, huh? Okay, Kiki. Whatever. No. 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 Yeah, this show. If you can't tell that this show is irritating to me, it's irritating to me. But I'm gonna stick with it. God, I'm gonna stick with this shit. I don't want to, but I am. And I really don't want to. So, what happened after that? Now, Alicia and Irvin, they sat down with the therapist. Now, can I be honest with you guys? Because I want to listen to what Alicia was talking about, and I wasn't listening to what Irvin talked about. And I really want to listen to what the therapist talked about, because I just don't think that this coupling is going to make it. I really, truly don't. But I would love for you guys to tell me, what you thought about that scene. Because again, like I said, I just wasn't listening because I just don't think that there's anything that they could get from. I don't think that they're on the same page, in the same book, in the same library. I just don't think that there's anything necessarily there with these two. But hey, it is what it is. We can move on to the next scene, you guys. So we get to dinner. Jared decides to play this messy ass game, right? This game is, if today were the last day of filming, would you go home with your partner? Honestly, you all should say no. Most of you guys should say no. There's only one couple that I can think of that could say yes, and that is Jay and Cinco. Everybody else should say fuck no. Everybody else should say fuck no. Most of the men said no. Chris said hell no. Jared said fuck no. Who else? They think that Irvin said no, and then it's another guy that said no, because it was four of them. 4 out of the Chris, Jared. They think Irvin. Who was the fourth guy that they think said no? Because it's not Jay. It's not Ty. Oh, it's Brandon. It was Brandon. And the reason why we know it's Brandon is because of Kiki. Because Kiki said that she was looking at Brandon right no. And I was like, why? Okay. Like you did that to yourself, and now you upset and pissed off, right? So then they had a conversation. Now, I will say, listen to him talk to her about the drinking. He sounded like he was reading from a script. Is it just me that caught that or felt that way? If it is, then okay, cool. But it just felt like he was reading from a script, in my personal opinion. But again, you guys can tell me what you think and what you feel. Now, this lying ass sack of shit, Jared. So Jared's lying ass told, what's her name? Charlie. He said yes. And y'all want to know why he told Charlie he said yes? So the only reason that this man told Charlie that he said yes is because he wants to fuck Charlie. I said, I know you fucking lying to me. This woman just had a baby a month ago. You do know it takes 6 weeks for a woman's body to heal from having a baby. And then we gonna see them going to the boom boom room. I said, Charlie, if you fuck this man, you dumb as hell. You're dumber than I think you are. Y'all, I ain't got much else for this stupid ass show. Y'all tell me what y'all think about it in the comment section below, you guys. Subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications, share the video, you guys. And until next time, stay safe, take care of yourself, wash your hands, be blessed, you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So the next video up is going to be Love After Lockup, and then we got to still do Chasing Dallas. So Chasing Dallas and Raising Canaan, those will be up for you guys on Sunday. Sorry that they're late, you guys, but hey, it is what it is. I'm going to catch you guys in the next video, you guys. Bye, y'all.